Hey, it's Trueflight here. We're back. This time we're going to be taking a look at Imploding Kittens, the first expansion for Exploding Kittens. Took me a bit to get this one. It's actually been out for a little while, and got it as an early holiday gift. But the first thing you notice the second you get the package in is that all of the pictures you see of it online and everything don't really do the box justice until you have it in front of you. And even looking at it right here, you have no idea what I'm talking about unless you've seen one in person, until you do something like this. This is the original box, which will hold 2 decks from the Kickstarter. This is the box for the expansion that has 20 cards in it. It's so ridiculous, it's hysterical, and they know it because when you look at the side of the box is huge because it's an expansion. And it's absolutely hysterically large. But the good thing is you're not going to be keeping this. You put it on a shelf or even get rid of it depending on what kind of gamer you are. But the cards will all fit right in the original box. There's plenty of room in there for them. So once you've opened it up, you really don't even need the packaging anymore. So that's kind of part of the joke. But anyway, we're going to open it right up and get in and take a look. So inside our overly huge box, we have a little plastic insert here. Comes with the cone of shame, which they say is to be worn by the player whose turn it is. And it dictates which way the turn order goes. I don't know if you can see that. It's hard to get on camera. But it's the type of cone that you see around pets' necks. I don't think anybody's ever going to wear the thing, but it's funny. It's adds in with the humor and everything that the game's based on, and it's just funny to actually see. I just want to point something out about the cone of shame. It's actually pointed out in the rulebook that it actually goes on the person who forgets the order which turn's going. You put this on them, and then you can rotate this to show which way the turn order is going from that player. So we may still use it. It's actually kind of funny, but wasn't what I originally thought it was for, but still really funny and cute, and it matches the whole theme of the game. That aside, you have what's actually in the insert. Now, this is actually an interesting thing. I have the Kickstarter version, so I've never actually seen the real Exploding Kittens box, the retail version. Mine is the one that meows when you open it. But apparently the other one has a plastic tray that sits in here, like most games do, that holds your cards. Well, it doesn't have room for the extra cards from the expansion. So what they do is they tell you to take out the tray, flip it over upside down and put it back in. Well, then you lose this divider in the middle, but you have enough room for all of the cards. So they sent you a divider to put in the middle of the newer box to compensate for that, which is kind of funny. Next we have our rules flyout. Pretty much the same as the original one. I actually got 2. I don't know if that was a mistake, but I ended up with 2 copies. But they're overall the same as the original one. Explain the same stuff. Talks about the new cards. And then we have our new pack of cards. So for our cards here, there's not too many, there's only 20, but to get right in, the most important new one is the Imploding Kitten. And him, when he comes up, unlike the Exploding Kittens, you don't have to disarm him. What you do when he comes up is you actually stick him back into the deck, face up. And then when he comes up in the deck, the person who draws him immediately dies. There is no way to disarm. So he's pretty nasty. These are the namesake of the expansion now. Next thing we have are targeted attack cards. There's a handful of those. These are just like the attack cards in the basic game, except that you get to choose the player that you're playing them on and force that player to take 2 turns. So that's a cool new thing there. Next we have a bunch of feral cat cards. These count just like the, they're like a wild card for all those no-name, no-ability cats that are in the original game that you get pairs of to do various things. He counts as a wild card. Him with any of the other ones counts as a pair, which is kind of cool. Next thing we have are the Alter the Future cards. These ones not only let you look at the top 3 cards like the ones in the original game, but these let you rearrange those top 3 cards however you want. Kind of cool. Next thing we have are reverse cards. These are something completely new, and they actually reverse the turn order, and it also lets you end your turn without playing. It's kind of cool because somebody could set up a thing where you know you're going to draw a exploding cat. You play this, reverses the turn order, switches it right back to the person who set you up. So it's a new aspect that you have to keep in mind while playing. And then the last thing we have are the draw from the bottom cards. These basically call you a coward and let you draw from the bottom of the deck instead of the top. So if you know somebody put something on the top, or you see that imploding kitten sitting on the top of the deck, you can draw from the bottom and kind of change up the game a bit. Overall, though, it's a pretty solid just addition to the base game. Nothing spectacular here, nothing, you know, world-changing, but a few things that change up the gameplay a little bit. Mainly those reverse cards that draw from the bottom cards, things like that. Targeting attacks are kind of cool, but just a little bit more variety to the game. I think it adds quite a bit to the base game for being only a 20-card expansion, and can't wait to get a few more games in using it and in the new rules and things. But so far, it's definitely been a well worth the purchase price. If you're a fan of Exploding Kittens, you're going to love this. It adds just that much more to the game. Makes it a little less chance-worthy. The other one was all about what you drew. There were a lot of cards that let you look at what was coming, but nothing that let you do anything about it. And now you have options for that as well. So, anyway, I know this was a short one, but it's a small expansion. Not much else to say, but Imploding Kittens, as I said, if you're a fan of Exploding Kittens, you're going to want this, and you just got to figure out what to do with the ginormous box. But anyway, that's going to wrap it up for this one, and we'll see you in the next video.